and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So it was a stormy season here. I guess it's been quite a few weeks, but we were having troubles getting chainsaws going and time to do it. So the chainsaws all got carburetors cleaned, new chains. We had to get a new bar on the Rancher one for the little stuff. The little bearing in the end just stopped and it didn't want to start for a while. Well, we got some new clean wet gas. I think we had a bad mix of some old that 2-cycle engine oil for our mixed gas. And this tree has been sitting in my front yard for, at least since before Halloween, I would guess. But you can see the leaves still turn brown on it after a while. And we're loaded up. We've got some space for some firewood. We've been burning our firewood. If you haven't seen the video of us last year and early this spring working on our roof chimney here, rebuilding it, building from total fabrication of some scrap steel for our chimney cap. It is doing awesome. We just throw in about 5 of these pole wood or limb size. A lot of them are this smaller size that are about 3-inch. Every morning it starts out at about 64, 62 degrees and we get it up to 70, 75 by breakfast every day. It just keeps us cuddling up a little longer in the morning and the house gets warmed up before the kids are up. So we've got the kids helping out with some firewood, and this backhoe bucket's handy to use for this because then we're not having to just load it and unload it so much. You can just dump it where we're storing. So I'm gonna walk you guys over and show you our firewood storage for this winter because it's been real handy to have. So Trey's our backhoe operator today, and the boys like to talk while they do work. So he's piling this load right here. He'll go back and get some more. His dad has total confidence in him. He's 11 years old and he runs this old Ford backhoe like it's his own. His dad gave him more lessons than he's had given me. So this is what we got. All nice hard maple. And this is what we've been storing. That little cart that we made, this is a lot from that load that week. We didn't put a whole lot up and we know we'll need more, but we have plenty more out in the woods stacked and covered. So this is our old corn crib. And this corn crib, the foundation was here when we bought the farm, but they had sold off the original corn crib. And when we saw this come up, it was about $350, I think. And we figured we could winter bees in here. We kind of, changed different paths of what we were doing at the farm. We started out with grains and we had beans in here, and that is a mess to clean out. The roof and the seams never were real tight, so the bottom would get real gross with wet beans, and of course they swell up and stink and smell like a sewer. So wood storage is a real good thing for this. So before you know it, it's going to be maple syrup season, and this is one less maple tree for me to tap. I retired it a few years ago. It was originally, when we first bought our farm, a 3 or a 4 tap tree. We knew it wouldn't last forever because it had all been hollowed out. But with learning how to do the maple syrup the first couple of years, it was real convenient to just use these old maple trees in the front yard. We've got some younger ones. There's a video long ago of Jack learning how to use a bulldozer. And right where this little baby tree is, there was a tree stump, and it was probably about 8 foot high when we moved here. So we cut the rest of it out and knocked it down. This little baby tree was planted as a replacement for that tree before we were here. And then there's a couple of big ones there. And this has always been smaller, but it's really taken off a lot bigger this past couple of years. And then this one. So these all would be 1 or 2 taps a piece. I think total we have 14, 17 maybe trees up in the front. A couple of them have been retired that are close to the driveway because of being hollowed out and various storms. So like this here, it's real low lying, and this driveway didn't used to be here. So over time, we've just decided that we wanted to stop tapping those trees. So I'm just going to show you out the hollowness of this tree and why it failed. So right up in there is where the tree broke off, but it was all hollowed in there. And of course, it's kind of always been split right here, like it's been two separate trees that grew together into one big heavy duty trunk. But slowly taking her down, and we'll probably take this tree the rest of the way down in 2022 because there's still a lot of firewood standing that way, and we've got some new pine trees growing up here. Those pine trees will block some of the winter snow and wind over the years as they grow, as this row of pine trees has, and be real beneficial. So I wanted to tell you real quick, he was having a lot of trouble with the steel and the Husqvarna chains. He picked up a couple of Oregon blades, chain blades. And did you get bars too or no?
Not yet, but we will. We haven't had trouble with steel, just Husky or Husqvarna. They're dull in minutes. You keep sharpening them. So we've bought our first Oregon or two, and like this right here, this maple, it's like 1 second.
Yeah.
Butter. So no more from the store.
So
worth the money.
how long would you say it took you with that chain in what you've had cut here?
What?
How long?
This whole
Like 20 minutes?
Went all the way out to there, from over there, from there to there. Everything I could cut before I ran out of gas. Before you got here with gas was like 20 minutes. It was like,
Yeah.
just so.
So if you haven't tried one, I'd say it's worth trying. You know, we always try to do review videos and different things like that, showing how to do that. And he was just finishing this when I got home. So if we get some more cutting, we'll show you how well it's working. So I told you before, we have a little kid's chair in the back of the backhoe, and I get to ride in that as a jump seat. Trey here running things. I know there's a lot of farm channels out and not a lot of kids in the farm videos. Trey? I don't think he can hear me. Just to show you up close the size of this. See, that's, oh yeah, real nice. That's from a sharp blade or sharp chain.
Husqvarna chains never did that.
I don't know if you could hear him. He said the Husqvarna chains never did that. And the reason I got the Husqvarna saw is because we get a lot of this small pole wood, and it's a ranch, like 210, and we've always run only red gas. That's cutting real nice. So this is a lot bigger, heavier saw, and I can't hardly carry it around even just to take it to him. I'm hand in and hands on everything on the farm, so you know, the kids help where they can, but it's always just been him and I. And to have your chainsaw constantly needing sharpened and all these other issues. And he's just a firm believer in hand tools and old things. He's got a video that's going to be coming off of an old buck saw. People call him a bow saw also, but he wanted that around because he was having so much trouble with my little rancher saw. So this is a must do and get done. This is only the second snow we've gotten, and it probably started about an hour ago. I hope he's got steel toes on. And the thing is, with our log splitter, we can manage these into much smaller pieces. But this is not going to get burned until next year because it was still green. But we still got to clean it up. That's where you got to watch it. Got to see where the weight distribution is going to go and make sure you're not going to get popped up in the head. I actually got him like a hard hat with the built-in earplugs with it. But I think he has a little bit more of a hard time with that, and you want to wear your winter cap, so. This is his safety gear of choice. My safety gear of choice is, you know, overboard. I've got the cutting chaps. I've got the ear protection, the hard hat. So you can see he's not going all the way through. The reason for that is that the wood wants to like close up where your saw has been and end up pinching your saw in there so it gets stuck. So now he'll uppercut it from underneath, but they got to be careful to make sure that this other section doesn't roll. You see, even now he's like, I don't know, wait, let's move this. I'm real glad he's wearing his eye protection too. You know what they say, don't do as I do, do as I say. He makes me wear eye protection for everything. These guys tend to think that they've done it 100 times, and it's just been sheer luck that they haven't been hurt. But see, even like here, this branch, it's got a heavy crack in it right there. So this one will have to come and get cut back also with him. They'll have Trey lift him up in the backhoe bucket. I'll get you up closer a little bit here. See, it's closing that right up. And we've got a log roller that he can use. But like how he just kicked it, you can really hurt your knee doing that. Yeah, see, that whole big log just teetered a bit. So he's probably got a good 9 to maybe, I'll say a few to 9 inches deep of leaves and branches underneath this log still. In most parts. I'd say this blade's doing a lot better. So I'll get back with you on how this saw worked out as far as staying sharp and everything through this project, because he's got, you know, the thicker, bigger diameter trunk and stuff to go through over the small limbs that we've just been getting so far. Somebody's decided to take a break from the pickup. This is one of our snow guys. Him and Trey play in the snow almost every day that they can. They look out the window every day to see if it has snowed. They have a great time. Now we can't get to it because it fell between another section. But it's about on the ground on this end now. Turn around, walk right into a branch. That's terrible. Good job. This guy's staying right at it. He's working hard. Wow, we're losing our daylight awful fast. This is about our 4th load with a bucket on the front end of the digger. So, backhoe. We are gonna quit cutting for the night. We're gonna end up with probably another 5th bucket here before we clean up to go inside. So I'd say these guys have done enough work. They've got quite a pile of brush there of all the just small limby stuff. We do save a lot of the small limbs for starting our fire. We'll use this in the home heat. We'll use it in the maple syrup evaporator. And if we need to, we can always use it for woodworking projects because the boys are getting into a lot of that stuff too. So if you like this kind of video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you share it, it helps the channel in the whole coming year, because then it tells more people, hey, this is a good video, we like this content. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.